What is area? Let's take a look. So to explain the area, I'm just going to look at this square here, okay? And I'm going to say this is a 1 inch by a 1 inch square. Why are you using inches? You're Australian. You should be using centimeters, shouldn't you? Yeah, well, if I use centimeters on this diagram, it's going to look a little bit too small. Whatever. Anyway, so area is a measure of how much surface a shape has. So looking at this, the area of an object is, we can only actually do the area of two-dimensional flat surfaces. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be flat. It could be curved. And in that sense, it's probably more appropriate to call it surface area. And when you give a value for area, you must always use correct and appropriate units. Whatever units you're using, once you have a square, which is 1 by 1, in that unit, we say that we have 1 square unit. So in this case, we have 1 square inch. An inch is usually abbreviated actually to just IN. So this little square here is 1 square inch. And to find the area of any shape, basically what you're going to be doing is finding out how many of these 1 by 1 squares fit into the area. Other common units for measuring area may include square meters, square feet, square millimeters, square centimeters, square miles, and a couple of extras are the acre and the hectare, okay? Acres and hectares. They can be derived from these ones, but I'm not going to go into that in this presentation. So we have looked at the area of a 1 inch by 1 inch square, and we know that the area of that is 1 square inch. Let's apply that now to this example, or it's more of just a simple activity. Estimate the area of this shape in square inches. So this is not like a square or a rectangular shape, okay? It's kind of a blobby shape here, kind of irregular. So what we're going to do is draw a grid with 1 by 1 square inches all over the shape, like so. Okay, so each one of these squares is a 1 by 1 inch square, okay? A 1 square inch area. So if we're going to find the area of this shape, let's actually figure out how many of these 1 by 1 square inch areas fit into it. First of all, we're just going to count how many full ones are there inside. Let's just circle them here. That's a full one. That's a full one. That's not. That's a full one. That's a full one. That's a full one. That's not. That's a full one. Okay, so how many of those do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. Okay, they are all 6 by 1 square inch areas. And how many partial ones do we have? Okay, so some are going to be like more than half a square inch, and some are going to be less than half a square inch, but I'm going to assume that on average, the partial ones are all half a square inch each. Let's count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, one more. So the ones that I've just counted there, they're all part areas of this blob thing here, okay? On average, it'll be like half a square inch each. Okay, so those partial ones, we're going to assume that they're on average half a square inch each. So it's going to be plus 14 times 1 half square inch areas. Let's evaluate this. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 14 times a half is 7. 6 plus 7 is 13, okay? And that's going to be 13 square inches. Alright, so the area of this shape here, this blobby shape, is about 13 square inches. So I think that's a pretty good approximation. So actually the area is not exactly equal to it. When we went from here to here, that's actually an approximation. Okay, so we should actually put squiggly equal signs like that, okay? But this is equal to this, so that's correct, and this is equal to this, so that's correct. But the area is approximately equal to 13 square inches. For approximations, you can use either of these two symbols. So if it was possible to change this shape so it's kind of like a perfect rectangle or a square, you'd probably fit exactly, or almost exactly, 13 of these little squares inside there. So that's the concept of area and the units we use to measure them. Do you agree that 13 square inches was an accurate estimate for the area of that blob shape? Maybe it was a little bit too big. Using the grid, do you think you can come up with a better estimate? If so, share it in the comments. Thanks for watching, by the way, and we'll see you again next time.